God is playing chase. Chase? Chase? Really? Let's run that intro back, bro. I swear, I feel like the Bermuda Triangle in the Area 52 glitched my intro. Let's run that back. So, God is playing chess with your enemies through your life. You know what I'm saying? Did I say that right? Interesting. So yeah, like I was saying in the intro, God is playing chess with your enemies through you. Hey, what's up? It's Patrick. It's Rose via Fire. And I pray this message reaches who it needs to reach. So let's talk about God is playing chess with your enemies through you. You know what I'm saying? So on this message, man, I just want to talk about this, bro. Like, this is something that God was speaking to me about. Like, sometimes, bro, God is playing chess with your enemies through you, bro. And sometimes you don't even realize it. Sometimes you don't even realize that God is playing chess with your enemies through you. Think about it, right? What if the reason why your life doesn't make sense and the things that God is putting you through doesn't make sense? What if God is playing chess with your enemies through you? So your life don't even make sense to you because you don't even know what chess move God is playing using your life. You know what I'm saying? You don't even know what chess move that God is playing against your enemies through you. It's like God is moving you like a chess piece, bro. I'm trying to tell you, bro. What if you're going through a rough season in your life, failing to realize, man, God is playing chess with your enemies. He gonna give you the victory. He gonna give you the dub. Sometimes God's plan for your life is literally God playing chess with your enemies. Sometimes God's plan for your life is literally God playing chess with the devil through your life. God is outsmarting the devil through your life. God is outsmarting your enemies through your life. All you have to do is just obey God and what he's saying, because God is cooking your enemies. All you got to do is just follow God. He cooking your enemies because he's playing chess with your enemies through you, bruh. Trying to tell you, and hey, bruh, is there a better chess player than God, bro? Hell no, bruh. Hell no. So guess what? Your enemies gonna keep losing. As long as you keep obeying God, your enemies is cooked every single time. Because God is the best chess player in the multiverse. Trying to tell you, ain't nobody a better chess player than God, bro. So when God is putting you through all these things that don't make sense, you're going through all this pain and suffering, this is encouragement right here. What if God is playing chess with your enemies through you? What if that's why it doesn't make sense? What if that's why the reason why you're suffering and going through stuff and going through all these trials and tests, that's why it doesn't make sense to you? Because God is playing chess with your enemies, bro. And you can't even see through that. Know what I'm saying? God is playing chess with the devil and you can't even see through that, bro. God is outsmarting the devil in like ways that your brain can't even comprehend, bro. Know what I'm saying? What if that's why it doesn't make sense to you or anybody else? Because God is busy playing chess with your enemies through you. If you just obey God and you just be like, hey, God, I'm going to just roll with what you're saying, you're going to find yourself winning. You're going to find yourself outsmarting your enemies just by listening to what God is telling you to do and how God is telling you to move. If God is telling you to move right here, you move right there. You move right here, you move. It's like God is literally strategizing for you. All you really got to do is just obey and just listen what God is saying. And you're gonna get the dub, man. You're going to win. You're going to win, bro. Trying to tell you, bro. God is playing chess with your enemies through your life. Through you, man. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, bro. And, bro, one thing that I'm noticing, bro, like the enemies don't even know what's going on. Sometimes you don't even know what's going on. That's how good God is, bro. Like, sometimes you don't even know what God is doing. Your enemies don't even know what God is doing. The devil don't even know what God is doing because the devil doesn't know everything. The devil has no idea what God is doing in your life. Neither do your enemies. Sometimes neither do you. Only God knows. And all you got to do is just obey God and you're going to keep getting the dub. People are going to be like, why he keep winning? God is playing chess with my enemies through me. That's why I keep winning. I don't know what God is doing. Can I explain to you what chess piece he moved on the board? I have no idea. Yeah, I don't know if he moved the pawn to C4 to F6 to A2. I have no idea what he did, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if God moved the queen to B4. I don't know if God moved the king to F6. I have no idea what he did, bro. I have no idea what God did. But one thing that I do know is that God cooked, fully cooked, and the dub was achieved. All I had to do was just obey what God is saying. God is like, hey, bro, move the queen to F5, move the pawn to F6. I'm like, what does God say? I don't know what he's saying, but he's winning. So I'm just going to listen to what he's saying. Look at the enemies on the other side of the board. They're like, hey, bro, this person doesn't make no sense. Your enemies on the other side of the chessboard, they're like, hey, bro, this person makes zero sense. We're about to win. Failing to realize, is God moving me? Is God moving the pieces? I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just listening to God. Your enemy is going to think like you don't even know what you're doing. Whole time, God is like 1,000 steps ahead of your enemies, bro. God is like 1,000,000 steps ahead of your enemies. That's the power of obedience. We just got to obey God, bro. The reason why we got to obey God is because God knows what's best for us. God knows what he's doing. God is our Father. God knows how to cook these enemies. You know what I'm saying? God literally been cooking enemies since Genesis. What make you think he don't know how to cook the enemies of today? He been cooking enemies since Genesis. He gonna cook them today. You know what I'm saying? So, always obey God, bro. Obeying God is a beautiful thing, bro, because God knows how to cook. God knows how to cook these enemies, bro. They think they winning. They gonna think they winning. They gonna think, oh, bro, he's cooking them, bro. Just obey. Listen. God is telling you, hey, bro, move the pawn, the rook to F5, queen to S6, all types of stuff. God gonna tell you, hey, bro, move the queen to Z4. What is Z4? It don't even exist on the board. God is like, hey, bro, I don't need the board. Just move the queen to Z4. What is Z4? Don't even worry about Z4. Just move right there. We winning. You know that? Bro, God is winning. Winning. I'm telling you, man. You know what I'm saying? But, man, that's pretty much everything that I wanted to say, bro. God is playing chess with your enemies through you, and he gonna give you the dub. All you gotta do is obey. He gonna give you the dub every single time. God do not lose, bro. He win every time. The reason why you lose is because you don't obey God. Once you obey God, you're going to win every single time. How many times? Every single time, bro. I'm trying to tell you. But yeah, man, that's pretty much everything that I wanted to talk about. I know this message encouraged the right people out there, bro. Sometimes it feels like, damn, we're going through all this pain, all these trials, all this sin, we're suffering, we're going through things. But God's plan is painful. God's plan comes with a lot of stuff we don't understand. But what if God is, even though through all that pain and suffering and trying to obey God and walking the hard road and all this stuff, getting past all these obstacles, what if God is playing chess with your enemies through you, and you got to go through all these things and all these trials and all this pain just to get that dub, just to win? You know what I'm saying? That's just a little perspective change right there to encourage the right people. But that's pretty much everything that I wanted to talk about, man. You know what I'm saying? Peace.